Allison, just to let you know, we're not broadcasting this live. It's just going to be recorded and posted to YouTube, okay?
You're muted, Allison.
Okay, thank you. Vicky, you're called Edward Gibson. So I'd like to call the meeting to order, the Health Plan Trustees meeting on Wednesday, October 26th at 3 p.m. This meeting is being recorded. Is anyone else recording this meeting? If not, we will proceed. Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Here.
Vicky Morrow,
Here.
Allison Frary, here. No trustees are absent. Also present are Russ Denver and Mark Criscatelli from Hub, our consultants, and Jamie Nodding from Gas and Electric, and Heidi Fountain from Blue Cross Blue Shield. Is there someone who will take the minutes?
Yep.
Thank you, Matt. First agenda item, has everyone reviewed the April 6th meeting minutes? Any revisions? Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes from April 6th?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from April 6th.
I'll second
Second. Oh, okay.
it. Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Yes.
Vicky Morrow,
Yes.
Allison Frary, yes. Hearing none, the minutes are accepted. Resignations of school representative Paula Seglowski. Do I hear a motion to accept the resignation?
Make a motion to accept the resignation of Paula Seglowski as school representative.
I second.
Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Yes.
Vicky Morrow,
Yes.
Allison Frary, yes. Second, resignation of Gas and Electric Representative Jay Klein. Do I hear a motion to accept the resignation?
Make a motion to accept the resignation of Jay Klein as trustee.
I'll second it.
Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Yes.
Vicky Morrow,
Yes.
Allison Frary, yes. Nomination for school representative Katie Burke. Do I hear a motion to accept the nomination?
I'll
Make a
make
motion to appoint Kate Bork as representative designee for the superintendent of schools.
I'll second.
Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Yep. Yes.
Vicky Morrow,
Yes.
Allison Frary, yes. Nomination of Gas and Electric Representative Jamie Nodding. Do I hear a motion to accept the nomination?
I'll make a motion to appoint Jamie Naughton, the representative for the gas and electric manager.
I'll second.
Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Yes.
Vicky Morrow,
Yes.
Allison Frary, yes. The next agenda item is the trust balance. Vicky, can you let us know how much?
At the end of the fiscal year, because I haven't done all the transactions for this current fiscal year, as I'm trying to close the books out, was $16,662,439.33.
Do I hear any discussion regarding our balance? So hearing none, we're going to go to our next agenda item, which is the renewal for the 2023 retirees health insurance. I just want to remind people that Health New England, Medicare Secure, and Blue Cross Blue Shield Managed Blue are fully insured. So whatever the premium is, the city pays. The only one that's self-insured is the Blue Cross Blue Shield Medics 2, just the medical claim portion of it. The prescription drug is fully insured. So Mark, if you could discuss your renewal.
Sure. So for this year, the renewal, where the vast majority of the retirees are on, which is the MedX2 with the PDP drug plan, there's no change in working rate this year. Last year was 385.46, and this year is recommended to be 385.46. On the Blue Cross Blue Shield Managed Blue for seniors, there was an actual slight decrease, although in the document that was sent out, I think I said there was a slight increase. It's actually a slight decrease. This current year, 2022, the working rate was 388.50, and the renewal rate is 387.61. That includes the medical and the drug. And then lastly, Health New England, the fully insured HMO plan. This current year, the rate was $345 even. And in 2023, it is renewing at $345 even. And that's it for our Medicare and post-65 retiree plans.
Mark, would you be able to touch upon the alternatives on that summary
Sure.
sheet that you sent?
Yep. So there is one other plan being offered. I mean, that's available from Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's a newer plan. It's the Medicare PPO Blue Freedom Plan. It's a, not really a super cost-effective alternative, but it is an alternative. It is somewhat new. I gotta admit, I don't have a full understanding of the plan yet. Don't have a lot of groups that have experience with the plan yet. My recommendation would be to not entertain getting that plan, only because I don't know what the retiree experience would be on. I'd rather see the rest of the marketplace experience it, know that we have some positive experiences, and then report it back next year at this time, and maybe seriously consider that as an alternative plan to one of the or maybe in addition to the 3 plans that you currently offer.
Mark, do you want me to speak to it?
That would be great. Thank you, Heidi.
Okay, sure. So this plan is a Medicare Advantage plan that is offered, that includes prescription drugs. The copayment, it's a PPO plan, so there's both in and out of network benefits. For in-network benefit level, they would need to see a Medicare Advantage PPO provider. Out of network, they could see any provider. There's basically no cost sharing, so no copayments for most services, both in and out of network, except for prescription drugs. And there are a couple of benefits out of network that have a very small copayment, but for the most part, it's zero copayment both in and out of network. Like I said, it is a Medicare Advantage plan. It has to be offered alongside X, and it can't be offered alongside another Medicare Advantage plan.
So they'd have to get rid of the Blue Cross, the Health New England HMO plan?
Yeah, I'd have to talk to underwriting about that, but our underwriting rules require that it can't be offered alongside another Medicare Advantage.
Okay. Do you know the copays offhand on the prescriptions?
So the plan that we were offering, I think it was the 5, 10, 25, 10, 20, 50
Got
at
it.
the $365.
So, okay, so same copays that we have on our Medex plan.
Yep, it's a Medicare Advantage plan though, so it follows the same formulary that the active employee plan follows rather than a PDP.
Okay. And then our other alternative was changing our prescription copays for the Medex participants. Currently, they're 5, 10, 25. If we were to increase those to 10, 20, 35, it would reduce our premium approximately $8 a month on the drug.
Yeah, I always provide an alternative, but given how the Medex plan's been running with the current PDP that's in place, I wouldn't recommend changing. I always put an alternative out there because you never know what position, an account's going to be in. But given, how the trust and the retiree plan's been running in general for the city, I don't see the need to change at this point, but just know that there is an alternative out there.
Thank you, Heidi. Maybe next year, we'll see how we run this year and see, maybe next year we'll be looking at changing it, or maybe even offering the Medicare PPO Blue Freedom.
Yeah, I would love to, it would be nice to put it in place. Mark, one of the accounts probably we could get some experience on is Westford.
Yeah. Yes, we do have a group that does offer it, so we're monitoring, the satisfaction and see if there's been any noise on it.
As on the Health New England, we only have I think there's six subscribers.
Yeah.
So is that what you're saying? We have to drop the Health New England if we want to switch to that Blue Freedom?
So our underwriting rules require that it can't be offered alongside another Medicare Advantage plan. So I can check with them since it's being offered, since your other Medicare Advantage plan is being offered through Health New England. I think there are a couple of distinct differences between this Medicare Advantage plan and the one that you have through Health New England now. One is this basically has no copays both in and out of network except for pharmacy. And I think your Medicare Advantage plan through Health New England does have some copayments. And the other primary difference is the recognizability of Blue Cross. So I know, oftentimes retirees are afraid, well, if I spend a lot of time in Arizona or, in Florida, are people going to recognize Health New England? So you might not have had the traction on the Health New England Medicare Advantage plan because people are a little bit afraid that it's not recognized nationwide, even though it is. You have I can't remember if you have the Secure Freedom plan, but I think you have the Freedom, right? Health New England Secure Freedom.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so even though Secure Freedom's like a nationwide plan, I think sometimes retirees are a little bit concerned that it won't, be recognized. So maybe you haven't had traction on it for people who spend significant amount of time outside the service area. But from a brand standpoint, I think Blue Cross is more, recognizable across the country.
So how did we end up with the Health New England plan? Is that because we had a Blue Cross and a Health New England plan for, say, current employees, and then that followed into retired employees, or, what's the reason for the two different carriers?
So I was actually the account rep at Health New England when we put that in. And I think it was a new plan that Health New England was offering at the time. And the city was kind enough to put the plan in to see if it would, get any traction.
Just to give you an idea, it's $40 a month cheaper than your Medex plan, yet, which is, percentage-wise considerable. Yet people still don't gravitate towards that plan each year.
Okay, so we're not required to offer that then.
No.
To have two different carriers.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Do we have any other questions for Mark or Heidi regarding our current plans? and the recommendations that Mark has proposed?
Nope, I got it.
Okay, we did, Mark and Russ and myself met with Mayor McCabe regarding the renewal. And he recommended, that the rates for the medics too remain the same. So our next step would be go to the IAC, which is later this afternoon, give them the information, get their recommendations, and then get back together to vote and see what the trustees would like to do. So do I hear any other questions? Is everybody kind of all right with the proposed? Or do you want to see different scenarios?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. So if I hear no more questions, do I hear a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it. Roll call, Matt Barnes,
Yes.
Vicky Morrow,
Yes.
Jamie Notting,
Yes.
Allison Frey, yes. Thank you. Meeting's adjourned.